like looking at me. He's like, yeah, you come. He's like, you can do like a Tarzan thing. He like touched my chest. I was like,
You're like, I'm good.
I was like, sir, I'm not putting on a loincloth for you. Unless the price is right.
Oh gosh, that's
You hear that? You hear that? Yeah.
Price is never right for loincloth.
The price. There's definitely a price for a loincloth.
Everybody
sir.
has a price. Everybody has a price.
That's what I always say.
Everybody
I
has
say.
one.
Shit, $10 million cold hard cash. Let me warm up this jaw.
I'm good.
Hey,
See,
well,
no,
hey, everybody.
You're
Ian
the one
always
that took the
takes it
extra
to the
step.
next
like
level.
you
Yeah,
said,
yeah, yeah.
like you
So
said
what
yourself.
would be your price
everybody-
for wearing the cloth?
Oh, if we're wearing the cloth, shit, $50.
Yeah, I was gonna say like $5 in a Snickers bar.
Yeah.
I was thinking of like 10 million. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
I wore.
to
I
buy a
was
cloth.
gonna say. I
That
wore.
would be something else.
I wore an American flag G-string to a July 4th party. You know, believe me, I'm
see
down.
that.
I'm down.
Free of charge.
Yeah,
too,
that was like I walked in like that.
wait, let me
Ian
check.
just wants an excuse. That's
Yeah,
all he
yeah.
wants.
Yes.
A plausible excuse.
Ed understands me. Ed understands me. I was like, what? You want me to do what? Okay.
Well, if you ask nicely, I guess I have to.
Get the butter. We're good. Let's do this. I had a Bloody Mary with breakfast today, so
I hear a little static
Yeah, I'm getting
feedback.
a buzz.
you getting a buzz? What is it? Oh man. If this was
Must
a
be one
ghost
of the-
hunter show, we could actually like record this and sell it to the
I
Travel
want to
Channel.
do that.
Well, we're doing it right now. We could like argue that this is like
There are
there's
places
a presence.
in
I wanna do
Sarasota, Florida that we can go that have like
Yes, Your Village.
haunted places.
Ghost Adventures went to Yes, Your Village.
Yo, I would so go, and we can get some microphones, record, do a podcast.
Let's
there.
go.
I
Fun.
want to go.
Let's-
I'll do a
St.
down.
Augustine, I want to go so bad.
Yo.
I'll do a haunted ghost adventure with you guys.
So maybe it wasn't Sarasota. I think maybe it was St.
St. Augustine is like a big, like they have ghost tours, everything. I really want to go.
I'm so down. I'm so
Good.
down. We used to go to this place called the Henryville House in Pennsylvania, and we would just go there to get fucked up. But it was supposed to be like a haunted hotel that we'd break into, but it was a good time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when we go there,
it's always
disrespect.
a little better when there's like a little hint of danger, you know.
Yeah.
Like
You
somebody.
can't disrespect the ghost though, because I'm not coming back with anything.
Oh,
Because I'd like that shit's legit.
as soon as we get there, I'm gonna be like, whatever's in here, it's evil. Get in me, and let's go after Dana. Woo!
Why does it have to get
No.
in you? Why can't it just possess
leaving you
you?
then.
Use me as a vessel, Dark Force.
And with that said, welcome to the Sofa Kingdom podcast with your host Nelson.
Ian.
Ed,
And today, our special guest, the beautiful, the intelligent, my friend Dana. We're gonna
Nice.
talk some shit,
Have some fun.
eat some muffins.
We were talking about ghosts, so I
We
what?
were.
I don't
We
want
were.
to deter this conversation because me and my brother, we lived in this place in Brooklyn, this building, and the basement that was there, a part of this building,
Yeah.
was definitely haunted. If I had to say, like, and I don't believe in it like supernatural shit. It just had that spooky vibe to this fucking place.
A lot of ghosts in Brooklyn.
Oh yes, and
ghosts
especially
in
like in these older ass building cellars.
you could have filmed some ghost hunters in there
Oh, yeah?
easily.
Oh, yeah,
I
for
mean, there
sure.
was maybe one window, and this is the basement for a building, so it's a huge basement, multiple rooms and little leadways into
Storage
like
facilities.
boilers and everything else like that.
I feel like it doesn't take much to film a ghost show, though. Like they kind of just like
Yeah.
like they just have a bunch of guys with radio equipment walking around.
Just walking
like,
around.
Yeah.
And
So, did you hear that? Did you, yeah. Oh.
and for
Those
bad mojo.
scratches.
Yeah, exactly.
Someone just knocked something
Yeah,
over.
it's a fucking raccoon outside the building.
And for
Well,
bad
this is definitely
mojo,
something-
man, I tell you, my father found Nazi memorabilia in this basement, like
see, there you go.
legitimate, like Nazi knife.
Sorry, I left that there.
Helmet, some paintings and shit like that. They're like they
I was
brought
wondering
to the
where that
museum, bro.
Terrible.
Well, that's the end of this episode where we don't condone anything that Ian fucking says.
I apologize. We're
Yeah,
starting off well. We're starting off well.
No, but have you ever had any supernatural experiences yourself?
Me? Let's see here. Supernatural. I've seen some unexplained shit. I've seen some spooky stuff.
Yeah.
I grew up
ugly
in
girls.
What?
But no, I'm talking about ugly.
Oh, outside the bedroom. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There. I grew up in central Pennsylvania, so I was like just north of like Glen Rock, which is a city, and I mean, besides for being mentioned in a Johnny Cash song, it's actually like a city that's known for its witchcraft. Like there's like certain places around the town that have like witches circles and stuff like that. There's a place I grew up next. There's a book called Hex Hollow,
Okay.
which is about Rainmeyer's Hollow, which is a area where I grew up, where like the kids would go drive through, and it was like there was like a haunted hayride that went through there, all kinds of stuff.
Oh, nice.
We seen some. You see some spooky stuff growing up, but you got to figure out how much is your actually mind playing tricks on you.
How is a haunted hayride?
Haunted hayride is when like you go through in like a farmer's hay wagon, like you all sit
I
on.
know what it is, but how is it spooky?
When you have
I know
people,
what a fucking hayride is.
I wasn't
These ride
sure.
horses,
I wasn't
and a
sure.
hayride is
I wasn't
riding on
sure.
a
You know, do we have hay rides in Florida? I wasn't sure.
Yes.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure.
Yeah, they just instead of
Everything
horses,
we
they're
have
alligators. You know, like
Yeah. Well, a hay ride is when a tractor pulls
you say everybody wears their favorite overalls and
Exactly, yeah. No, it
How
wasn't
about
that
you?
bad.
Have you had any supernatural experiences?
No, thank God. But I have friends that are like strong on that side,
Yeah.
with like the other side type of thing, and like they've had experiences, but I haven't. Thank God.
All right.
I would never sleep.
I want to.
Yeah, I know. With that hat, Edward, you definitely have had some supernatural experiences.
In fact, you may be channeling someone from the 20s right
Yeah, yeah, definitely some mobster of some
Yeah.
sort.
Peaky Blinder.
Yeah, yes,
Has worked
exactly.
through you.
No, other than the terror of trying to walk through that basement, because there wasn't any proper light switches. So to turn on any light for when you had to go further in, you just had to walk through the dark, try not to hit anything because there's no windows, find where the light bulb was on the ceiling, and then pull the little switch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So it was, yeah.
it was
I
just
feel
a
like-
spooky.
I feel
vibe.
like they're all spooky basements.
Yeah.
I
Oh
mean,
Oh my
like
God, the boiler
some-
monster? I used to run through the boiler monster in my old house.
9 out of 10, someone's been murdered in a basement.
Oh, yes.
More than
Absolutely.
likely.
I mean, if you're going to murder somebody, the basement is the perfect
Yeah, and
place to do
this
it.
wasn't quite equipment. This is an old brick building.
Yes.
So you had
And someone
not
definitely
just
got murdered there.
yeah. So
Oh,
the heat
yeah.
was run with boilers.
Water
you know?
heater, yes.
Yeah.
I used to run up the stairs as it turned on. I'd scream and run up the
Now,
stairs.
now
It was
imagine the
not good.
sound of the equipment that runs a building versus just the house.
Oh, okay, exactly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
It's not the same sounds. It's enough where you're like, I don't think I need to be here any
I don't
longer.
want to be here anymore. Plus, if you guys are growing up in Brooklyn, I mean,
Oh,
shit.
yes.
Like the rats in Brooklyn have their own social security card.
Yeah, oh yeah, and not only that, you're like,
huge.
I would take my chances with the thugs in the street than the ghosts in the basement.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm good. But speaking of scary, I'm gonna tell you guys something, and it's a movie that no one should watch.
The Fantastic Four movie coming out.
Jesus.
You can put that there. You can put that there.
Hey, Marvel has warranted that.
Yes.
Though. After what they've given us, they
I
need that.
absolutely refuse.
The last one
Refuse.
especially, because the first ones, at least they were redeemable because they had some semblance of like it was
Jessica Alba.
campy back in the day, like so they got away with it.
Yeah, that last
Jessica
one.
Alba,
That last
yes.
one was them trying to hold on to licensing. So they had a time limit when they had to film and release to hold on to. Same thing they're
was
doing
so
with
bad.
Spider-Man, where they're holding on to licensing. So it's coming out under Marvel, but it's
So-
not
so
Marvel
that's why we-
actually handling
That's
it.
why we got Morbius. That's why we got
Yeah.
that.
That's how you got
I
Morbius as well.
refuse
Yes.
to see that one too.
I won't see
it
it.
looked
Yeah, I
terrible.
I
haven't
won't
seen
see
it.
it.
No, I'm not gonna waste my money.
No,
Yeah.
but I was going to say
Sorry.
no.
No, it's
Nah, you good. You can cut me off anytime. Nope.
Someone's got
I
to.
saw it, I took it.
Fucking, it was so bad on so many levels. It made no sense.
I have heard that.
It was, and
I
his
heard
other
I
two
heard Nope
movies
sucks.
were great. So I was going into this looking like, all right, this is gonna be a dope movie to watch, and I was just utterly disappointed. And the cast did their very best to save the movie, but the movie was just unsavable.
Yeah,
It
that's
really
what I heard.
was.
I heard it sucked. And like his, you're right. Get Out was a great movie. Made me feel bad for being white, but hey, it's
Are
that's
you guys
everything.
talking about the Note movie?
Yes.
Nope.
I
Yes.
was really waiting for you to say the movie title.
Oh, I said nope. I said my bad.
And then as soon as you said Get Out, I was like, oh, okay, now I know what movie it is.
No, apparently multiple sources, especially Nelson, have told me that Nope is just a pile of steaming garbage.
Yeah,
it's not
yeah.
good.
and not
Well,
the
yeah, I
cast's
mean-
fault.
Yeah, I mean, you can try. You just can't. You can't save something that sucks. I mean, Us was. I enjoyed Us. It was creepy, but it was like there was a whole like underground world thing. I enjoyed it because I was in Santa Cruz, and that was.
Do you think he's going to be another M. Night Shyamalan where he has like
Yeah, Shamalama.
two strong showings and then just
And then the happening.
crap fest
And the
afterwards?
happening with who's the happening? Wahlberg.
Oh, that was
Oh,
so
that was
bad.
so bad.
But like Signs, it was definitely like his version of Signs. Have you ever seen Signs with Mel Gibson?
I like Signs.
Joaquin
Time
Phoenix.
ago.
Fantastic movie, done really well. This just didn't hit the mark on the twist and what the actual thing was, and it was just like, fucking suck.
It's UFOs, right?
I don't want to spoil it for anybody who hasn't
Please,
seen it. But
They
Turn it
literally
off.
say not of planet Earth on the trailer.
okay,
Hold
but
on.
it's not a UFO. It's
So,
not a
well,
UFO.
fine, but pause. He's about to tell me the twist in Nope because I want to hear because I'm never gonna see it
All
because
right.
of the horrible fucking. review.
Yeah.
What is that thing in the
Okay,
sky
it's-
that's yanking people off the ranch?
It's not a flying saucer. It's a flying extraterrestrial being. So it's basically like an alpha predator from space in the form of a UFO.
So the first episode of Star Trek Next Generation.
Oh,
Basically.
so it's a living ship. That's,
Yeah.
Is
Okay.
it eating people or is it
It's
just?
eating everything. It starts off with eating livestock and horses, and then it moves into people and crowds. Basically, anything that looks at it, it eats.
Ah,
So
Everyone's
it's
gonna look at it. I mean, it's
Yeah.
you're right. It's
Fucking
flying
giant
overhead, so it's like
It's like you moved,
Yeah.
you didn't.
if you don't look at it, can it eat you?
oh, no, it doesn't want to eat you. According to the main character, because he trains horses, so he's like, oh, this is how you deal with an alpha predator. You don't make direct eye contact with
Because
it.
everyone
That's
knows.
I know.
That's
It's
actually
just,
true.
this is just
do
a
that with
crazy fucking. But
Because everyone knows that being a ranch hand makes you an expert on
Right.
space traveling predators.
The scariest part of the movie is the monkey. And the monkey has nothing to do with the rest of the movie.
What the fuck is the?
Okay,
Does the
so
monkey take down the alien? Because
The-
that would be a good movie.
that would have been great. If it did, then I would have been like,
Did they
two
learn a
thumbs up.
lesson from the monkey that takes down the alien?
No. The monkey has absolutely nothing to do with the
So
rest
the
of the
man
movie.
just wanted a monkey in the movie.
Scariest
That's
monkey.
a- that's a
Hey,
plot
monkeys
twist
can
in
be
there.
scary. You remember that monkey from Family Guy that lived in Chris's closet? It would just pop out.
It was
fucking point at
essentially that.
Yeah, it's
So-
But
horrifying.
hey, his wife was cheating on him, so he had a reason to be
He
angry.
did,
Yes.
yeah.
Okay?
When they
He
showed
had every
you
reason to be angry.
when they showed you why he was angry, it was like, oh man, that poor monkey.
Yeah.
He's been through it.
So,
He's been
now
yeah.
you
through it.
understand.
Yeah.
My
you feel it for
overall
him.
opinion on this, if you want to go see it, I say nope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll have to agree with you. That's because multiple people have come forward, and the reviews when it first came out was deceptively good.
Yeah.
But every person I know that has actually paid money to go see it has been like, no, this movie's
The
fucking
reviews
horrible.
when it first comes out is always the critics. So
Yeah.
that you gotta always be a little like, let me see when actual people go to
Yeah.
see it.
I'm gonna see what the review is right now.
The best
while we're
part
sitting
of
here.
the movie, I will say this, were the families in the movie watching it with us. There was this
Shit.
lady behind me that I swear I would pay her to go to every movie with me. She's like, oh no, that motherfucker didn't.
So
Did he go with that motherfucker? Oh shit. I'm
So
like,
basically, they Mystery Science Theatered it.
yes, exactly.
Like 100%.
Perfect.
I love that. Absolutely love it.
I was dying laughing. Every time she opened her mouth, I was like, she should be in the movie. She should be in the movie.
Sometimes the
do
people
that.
in the theater make it a little better.
They
yeah.
do. They do.
They do.
There was only one time when I told my daughter, don't stare at the people in the movie theater. And that's, we were,
That's such a weird thing to
they were all in costume, right? And like, there's
Okay.
like good costume, and I love cosplayers. And then there's just like, you made that in your basement.
I make
You're a
stuff in my
murderer.
house all the time, and I wear it to the movies. Thank you very much.
But
Yes.
the stuff
Okay.
you
But there's
make,
different
you
level-
actually put
there's
passion
different
into
quality.
it, and it looks good.
Yeah, yeah.
I try.
Yes.
It depends on how much
There's people
like,
like
I drink while
there's
I'm
people that
craft.
just get like a fucking pop secret popcorn thing and staple it to their fucking head. Like,
He was
I'm Iron Man.
He was trying to be Nick Fury with like duct tape on his trench coat, and I was just like, I don't know this guy. So I'm like, don't make eye contact.
You never sit next to the guy in the trench coat in the movie theater. Ever.
That's a good rule of thumb.
Now you want to
Especially-
be behind
es-
so you can see what they're doing
Yes.
if you need to run.
Especially not in the Batman movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Never in the Batman.
Not in the
movies.
Batman
Yeah. Oh, so
It's a gun or it's his dick. One of the
Let's-
two. It's A or B.
let's lighten the mood. Let's lighten the mood.
Which-
We're going from a shitty
Batman
ass
movie?
movie.
Depends.
Yeah.
Wow. Maybe you tell me which Batman movie.
She said that answered the question.
It
Yeah.
depends. Depends on the movie, you know.
The last Patterson.
That one sucked. I couldn't even finish
That
it.
Ba-
I could
the
not
Batman?
finish
It
it.
was too long.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
It was too long.
It was 2 movies. That's really what it was. It was 2
horrible.
movies.
It was. We watched it late at night. We got done at like 1:30.
Yes.
And when you're tired and it's like 12:30 and they're explaining the political infrastructure of Gotham City, you're just like, Jesus God!
If you're
Like,
looking
get me
to
the
see
fuck
how much
out of
time
this.
is left in that movie,
Yeah,
it's
Yeah.
too
I was
long.
when I'm looking at my phone to see time. I'm
Yeah.
like, this is not good.
I've said it
Also,
before.
deceiving. Nope. Right now has an 82% critic review and a 70%
bullshit.
audience. Who are these people
It's
that are
bullshit.
liking it?
It's
Bots.
bullshit.
guess,
I don't know
right?
who's liking it, but that's some bullshit.
Machine. machine that
Yeah.
wants us to go see it.
No,
Machine in
so-
the Sky is reviewing its own movie.
It's
What
an
are-
alien monkey in the sky.
I would have watched the full movie about the monkey. I really would have.
Maybe that'll
It
be the
was-
sequel.
It was very fucking
monkey
creepy.
from Nope.
It was
You never
very
know.
fucking creepy. I liked it, you know?
Well, I mean, they're going pretty far. They're taking the evil kid from Wonder and giving him a movie with Nazis.
Ed was,
so,
not,
I mean,
Ed was not a big fan
Jesus
of that.
Christ,
Yeah.
they're really stretching these characters
Yeah,
nowadays.
the trailer for Thor: Love and Thunder. It's like it was a spin-off of another movie, and Ed, like I remember the movie's like dead fucking quiet. Like it showed like Nazis and like this, and all of a sudden
And it should be
Ed,
respectful.
it's quiet. Ed just goes, "Not gonna see it." I was like, "There you go, there you go."
That's that.
Ed just summed that whole trailer up.
What about something you're looking forward to see? Any new trailers that you guys liked?
I mean, after what we watched today, I
The She-Hulk looks really good.
yeah.
It looks like it could be
She-Hulk.
pretty funny.
I'm really excited for the Daredevil.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Matt Murdock. I want to see him come back. She-Hulk, as I was telling you guys, as not excited I was for Miss Marvel, I am very excited for She-Hulk. I think that Disney's gonna hit it out of the park with this one. Not just because I'm a big Hulk fan, but everything from like Abomination in the trailer, Daredevil, hinted
yes.
at in the trailer.
Yes.
It could be good.
Yeah, that's
it could
pretty
Be,
Yeah.
pretty strong hint. You see him.
It's not him. They never went to his face.
It could be
They're
somebody in
hinting
a
at the guy
costume.
You
that's
see two
right in the
batons in a red
trailer.
suit.
Yeah.
I'm
Well, I
looking
may have saw
forward to
him,
it.
but he didn't
Yeah.
see me.
I had seen some images.
Oh.
I had seen some images of
Blind joke.
of what they're doing with the next Daredevil project, and it looks like they're going with his gold and red outfit.
Oh yeah.
Dope.
So it looked like he'll get a little outfit update.
I believe that's
for
what they
the-
call
the
them,
Born
the
Again.
Devils of Hell. The Devil of Hell's Kitchen
Devil
is
of Hell's
a little
Kitchen.
more prominent
Yeah.
than Daredevil himself.
It's gonna be hard to say the Devil of Hell's Kitchen on Disney Plus, which also reminds me how are we bringing John Bernthal and the Punisher on Disney Plus?
Well,
how can we do that?
They just recently dropped Logan and
And
both of
Deadpools.
the Deadpool movies, so they're
Oh, well,
they're
then
in,
they're good
in
then.
for a penny, in for
They're
a
good.
pound, man.
Yep.
And I love it because look, let's be realistic. Disney Plus, just like any other app or social
Should have an adult
platform,
section.
should have an adult section. Yeah.
Where they put all the Disney hentai.
Yeah, you walk through the beads, you know what I mean? You walk through the beads and you get to the room and then there's your shit for the adults.
All the black lights and
Yeah.
everything.
You know,
This
who
is
hasn't
for
watched
me.
The Little Mermaid and saw those tentacles and thought,
I
I
have
mean, the
not.
castle has a good giant penis on it.
Well, if you watch the original
the
The castles, yes.
if you watch the original VHS version, the
Yeah.
priest gets an erection while giving the service.
Oh,
he
yeah.
does?
Oh, yeah.
They fired the artist in the middle of making the movie and let him finish making the movie. So
You know
of
what he's
course
gonna do.
he's gonna dick them
You know what he's
over.
gonna
Oh,
do?
yeah.
Yeah, of course.
Literally
Dick
put
them over.
penises on the castle.
Get over here, Ursula. Tentacle me down.
Yeah, so you got to learn your lesson some way. You know what I mean? How you gonna fire me in 2 weeks? Yeah, you know what? I'll finish this up and then I'll
Yeah.
leave.
Dicks
What do you
everywhere.
mean? What do you mean the
Yeah.
Disney Corporation is evil? What do you mean? We know you wanted Hitler to win the war, Walt.
Yeah, they
we
never
know.
pushed penguins off of a mountain.
Of course they
Ever.
did.
Ever.
And that thing
In
they
a
released.
documentary.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know they probably had
There's-
food. They wanted the walruses to fall off the cliff. They were like,
There's
"Come on,
so many.
come on,
There's
walrus."
so many good Disney stuff out there, like
Oh, yes.
with everything what you
Oh,
guys were
yeah,
talking
with
about.
the artwork.
Oh yeah.
And
Like, well, we've touched on it before on this podcast, but how they ripped the Lion King completely off Kimba the White Lion.
Oh
from Japan.
yeah.
yes.
The whole story.
Oh,
It was an
yeah.
anime. It was an anime from Japan.
But
Kimba the White Lion. The entire story
I remember
was
reading that.
plagiarized.
Like beat for beat.
Yeah.
It's not even like I kinda no.
Scene
it's
for scene.
It's the
Ripped it
fucking
off.
movie.
and didn't mention the manga artist's name at all. Nothing.
No, of
Fuck
course
that
not.
guy.
It's Disney.
Yeah, fuck
They're
that
not
guy.
gonna
They said we're Disney. We're just
Yeah.
gonna
You mean
we'll build a park in your shitty ass country.
The company that built itself of everybody else's
Back-
stories
yes,
did it
yes.
again.
What? Never.
What I am impressed with She-Hulk, going back to it, is how quickly they turned around the CGI, because that was the only issue that people had in the beginning.
she was looking like she was missing some chromosomes.
And
there
I think
in
it
that
looks
first trailer.
fantastic. I think it's going to play a little bit like a buddy cop movie from what I see so far with her and the Hulk.
She's kind of hot, man. I mean, I kind of,
I'm
not
in
that
it.
I like
I,
it.
I'm in
I
there,
like
bro.
her better like
I don't-
green
you know,
than
Yeah.
than I
Not
do
that I
regular.
have, not that I have any fetishes about being thrown around by powerful women. I'm just saying. Like,
You don't want to be tossed around by the Dudley Pink Giant.
I don't know, man. I'm feeling it. You know, I'm feeling it. I'm feeling
Just
it.
body slammed in there.
Yeah.
Well, it looks
just-
like they lean into that as well with the comedy on the show.
when she was doing yoga,
As
I
you
was
should.
like, "Whew, all right."
Yeah.
Chaturanga down.
Yeah,
Here we
Ian
go,
was
girl.
sweating hard. I'm like, Ian, you all right? You want some water?
Yeah, he
You
could
want some
see.
water?
He looked over, and I was doing like a.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm be going home like just painting myself green. Like, fucking. I got some issues. Got some
Probably
stuff.
got green paint.
I
in
just
the car.
imagine you as like Jay. Like, would you fuck me? I'd fuck me.
Oh yeah.
Kind of thing, like staring in the mirror.
So good. Silence of the
Yeah.
Lambs. That scene is so good. Puts the lotion in the basket. I've seen it a couple times. I'm sorry. But anyway, She-Hulk's good.
She-Hulk looks good. Looks good. Another trailer that we've seen that looked really good, and I'm still excited for is the Lord of the Rings.
Yep, it keeps looking better. Every trailer they come out with, it
Yeah.
just keeps showing us more and more. I think we're getting like hints of like what the bad guy's gonna be.
Yes.
Apparently, the main character, is Galadriel, Lady of the Wood, one of the most powerful characters in Lord of the Rings.
Nice.
So I'm excited to see how she develops. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
yeah.
good. She's a little younger in this.
It looked like we might have seen Soren that you had pointed
Yeah,
out walking
Sauron.
with his
He was
troops.
walking with the spiky fingers. I'm like, ooh.
Yeah.
Here we go. The orcs started bowing. Orcs don't bow to everyone.
That's
you know what I mean?
right. That's right. They bow
They
to
bow to
Sauron and
Jeff
Nelson.
Bezos.
That's it. Oh, Jeff Bezos. Yeah, him.
You said Nazi, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
It's good. It's good. It's good.
And I'm out.
We know about you, Jeff. We know, Jeff. We know. Just kidding.
No, but it
He's
looks
recording us,
good,
probably.
and they definitely took our heed. You know, they listened to the Sofa Kingdom podcast. We discussed
Yes.
no more
Nelson
ugly
was
elves.
angry about the elf in the last trailer.
We see some better looking elves.
He
Good
said,
work.
"This man is not an elf. Look at his forehead. That is Quentin Tarantino." Nelson was agitated.
Really was.
He was
I
very
was
agitated
Really
by
wanted
that elf.
pretty elves.
Yeah, he's well. They're supposed to be immortal.
Don't fuck up my
beautiful beings.
fantasies.
In the Lord of the
Be
Rings
historically
movie,
correct.
That's right.
Man.
in the Lord of the Rings first movie, when they made the elves, they literally did casting calls for models in Europe. They're like, okay, European models, that's our elves.
Go to
Goddamn right.
Norway.
That's
Goddamn right.
what they did. They
Yep.
were like, okay, all elves are tall, slender, beautiful people. And
Yep.
that's just the way it is. You're fat. Sorry, you can't be a fucking elf.
That's
There's plenty of dwarves.
You've
in
obviously
Florida.
never been to Florida Renaissance Fair. Ever.
I haven't.
Never, ever.
Actually,
I have.
actually,
Yes,
Yes.
we all have.
I popped
Yeah.
my cherry. I popped my cherry for the Florida Renaissance Fair last year. I was
Yes.
Gerald of Rivia.
It is always a good time just people watching at the
Oh,
fair.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Day
beautiful.
drinking?
Lots of crazy, but I love it. Those are my people.
Oh, I know.
I'm with it. Like, let's
See, this
One year-
upcoming Renaissance Fair, I think we should all go together. I'm thinking two things. Like either
down.
one, I pour more money into my Geralt costume, make it better this year, or
double down.
I go as Conan the Barbarian.
Ooh,
Why only
okay.
have one costume? I have a costume every week.
That's what I'm talking
Bring it
about.
on, baby. Bring it on. Season pass holder.
Okay,
Let's
fine.
go.
So Geralt, Conan,
Let's
and I
go.
will do some other stuff.
You got to be properly themed for each weekend.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah.
yes.
Okay.
I
Already
am.
has
That's
a
just a
Star Trek
cosplayer in me.
outfit. A Star Trek outfit that he
Time
wears for
Travelers
Time
Weekend.
Travelers Weekend. Like,
It's always appropriate for
walking
time
around with a
travelers.
tricorder.
Oh, yeah.
you know what I mean?
There's
Like-
so many Star Trek people just everywhere.
Oh,
Doctor
yeah.
Who
Oh, yeah.
for time travelers.
Yeah. We've seen Back to the Future.
Back to the Future.
There's a guy that drives in a van completely outfitted with like the Back to the Future. What's the name of that big ass device that's supposed to take you into the past? or
Flux
the future?
capacitor.
The flux.
Flux.
It's actually a
Okay.
really.
I was thinking.
It's actually a really small.
No, but he has
Uh-oh,
one that
uh-oh.
the trunk, the original
shit.
one, the original one. But his is like the van, the rear door is up.
Oh,
and it's a
okay,
huge
yes,
flux
yes.
capacitor sitting.
You're talking about-
It's in a van?
Yeah,
He
no,
turned his van to a DeLorean?
bro.
He's
it
talking,
looks
he's
good.
talking about the van where they go pick up the plutonium.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Oh, shit. All right.
It's pretty
We've
cool.
seen
It's pretty cool.
Link from Ocarina of Time
Yes.
at the fair before.
Lots of furries.
Time Traveler.
Yep. Lots of
God,
furries.
Yeah, well,
I don't
Right.
know how they wear it.
Those
There's no
furries,
way.
I don't know, man.
it's insane, especially when they do like armor on top of the fur. Like you're asking for heat stroke.
It's
Yeah,
dedication.
you're asking to die.
Well, when you're on a couple hits of meth, you know.
You don't give a fuck.
Hey, it's like Jamie Foxx said, people die at the fair.
I seen two people in proper full plate.
Yeah.
The last time I was there, and they were at the joust.
You smell
Sitting-
bacon. You walk
Dude,
by, you're like, what the hell?
Sitting, and there was no shade. They had to be in the sun with everybody else.
sizzling.
I'm just looking over,
Just
like
sizzling.
waiting. Like, when are they gonna fucking keel
an
over?
umbrella.
Like, they don't. It wasn't like the light. Like, no. This looked like the proper, like heavy, full plate
Yep.
chain underneath.
Like ready to
dude,
walk into battle. Like,
You're,
just-
yeah. Like he could have gone on the battlefield. He looked better than those guys on the
mean,
horse.
yeah.
Suffer for
shit.
your art, man. You gotta do it.
I mean, it's a
Yeah.
weight loss program, if any. You know what I mean?
It
Just
gets
sit there
warm.
and bake.
I know the contacts. The contacts threw me off. Like I hadn't worn contacts in years.
Yeah, you
and,
have to get
yeah.
used to them.
and when I put the cat eye ones in for Geralt, like
Yeah, and
they like
did
hug
they
your
rotate?
eye. Yeah, dude,
and
like,
your
like-
eye looked like.
Well, I put it in
sideways.
when it started to slide into place. I was like, ew, ew. Like, it was like
Yeah.
an alien bonding with my eye. I was like, oh my god.
Yeah,
Like,
the cat eye contacts have weights in it, so you put it in sideways, and then it's supposed to adjust.
Oh,
Yeah.
it's gonna like
Oh, man.
rotate.
But sometimes it rotates sideways.
yeah, feeling it suction into place.
And
I was
it's
like,
really
oh my
weird.
god.
You just look in the
Oh,
mirror
wow,
like
wow.
one eye straight.
I can't
Yeah.
get contact into my eyes
It-
at
it-
all. I
it-
sat there
it
with
took an hour.
an
It took an hour to get them.
optometrist.
No.
I
know.
don't like
put them
fucking with my eyes,
my
man. Like,
nails. I don't
I'm a blinker.
Either.
hey, if I had to put it in my ass, it would have went
I
right
have
in.
lashes, everything.
I can't do it. Like the optometrist was like, contacts are not for you. She hated me. By the end, she's like, I get them in everybody. Everybody says they can't wear contacts. I was like, you've never met me. And I'm trying my
You need to be
hardest.
sedated.
Like you need the device to like hold my eye open, and I'll still find a way to blink.
No, and then the whole like makeup. I did a makeup for a scar, where like you start with like lip liner, and you just make your scar, and then there's this chemical we got that you put it over the line over and over again, and it keeps tightening and tightening and making your skin tighter and tighter, and eventually it forms a divot.
Oh
So
shit.
it literally looks like someone just hit you with like a battle axe.
That
Like,
feels
it
like
was
nice.
Man, that's
yes.
pretty cool.
I was into it, so I can't wait to build off that.
All right,
so,
all right.
I can't wait
nice.
for this year.
yeah.
Go big
I'm
with my
excited.
Vikings.
I'm
I
excited.
can't wait.
I'm pretty passionate about Vikings.
I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna go conquistador style.
You should go as an Aztec warrior. Yeah.
An Aztec warrior.
Yeah. What do they call those guys? Eagle warriors. That's what they were.
Yeah.
They had like the helmet. And,
yeah, the full on.
I mean, if anybody's gonna accept you, it's gonna be the Renaissance Fair people.
Oh,
they
they-
really don't care. 'cause
they
half
don't
the time
care.
They're on drugs.
It's-
They're on drugs
yeah.
or drunk.
We should all go in loincloths.
They would accept you.
You really want this loincloth?
I do.
All right.
As long as it's halfway to a costume, they're like, good enough.
Yep.
Yeah.
Come
you know?
on in.
Yeah.
The pickle guy still always makes me
Pickle,
laugh.
Oh,
pickle,
yes.
pickle.
Yeah.
That fucking guy, every year.
There all the time, and now there's a female
fucking-
pickler.
He would not let me take it with my hands. He would
Oh,
not
yeah,
let me
yeah,
take it
yeah,
with my
you
hands.
take it all
I was
over
like,
mouth.
you're really gonna do this? He's like,
Yep.
absolutely. I was like, I'm fucking like, I'm like, is this grown man? He's
Yep.
just dropping this
Oh, you're
pickle in my
gonna,
mouth.
get, you're gonna get this pickle. Bud.
And-
Yeah.
You're gonna get.
Like, I
you're
can't
gonna
get my
like
mouth
it.
around that. There's no way. He's like,
I
yes,
know
you
his
can.
pickles are always really big too.
Oh, so fat. He is such
Penis
a fat
strips.
pickle.
Would
such
you
a
would
fat
you say
pickle.
they were juicy pickles? Ian?
Oh, so juicy.
Oh yes.
Dripping down
yes.
everywhere.
Yeah. And then I had to make it like real badly because I can't bite it because it's so big. So I had to like put my lips around it to take it from him.
Struggling,
It was so
looking
bad.
up. I
It's
can't
so
take
bad.
it.
I can't.
That's right. I can't.
I'm done.
Somebody slapped the back of my head.
So back to the Lord of the Rings.
Oh no. Oh no. So that looks good. That does look
it
good.
looks good. But another movie that's similar along the lines Dungeons and Dragons. Mm-hmm.
March 2023.
It looks really fun. It looks really good.
They
I like
did the trailer
cast.
right. They did
Yes.
the trailer right.
Yeah.
So
Now, does it play off the old movie? I didn't get that from the trailer.
I don't know. I hope not. I hope it's its own thing.
Yeah,
and
just
it-
the D&D
and it goes
universe.
into
Yeah,
its
it's been
own-
long enough
yeah.
that if they're gonna do it,
I
just
really hope they don't mess up the old movie.
do something
Yeah.
fresh in the universe. I mean, there's no need to have it play off the old movie and then still have it in the Dungeons and Dragons universe.
because
So-
Vox Machina is in the D&D universe, right?
It's no that plays off the campaign from Critical Role.
Okay.
Yes.
So that's
All right.
their guys and their characters and their kind of story and everything. So it's off the Dungeons and Dragons rules.
Right.
But I don't think it's necessarily in the Dungeons
It's like
and
a side
Dragons
quest.
universe.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
See what I did there?
You get that from an NPC. Yeah. Okay. Got it. Got it.
But
Fair
it looks
enough.
really good, and I love the fact that. And you guys disagree with me here. Chris Pine is playing the worst character.
No. Listen,
bard.
listen. You
A
hate
bard.
bards.
A
You
bard.
hate bards. Bards are awesome. They sing. They hang out with their. Usually their
good.
instrument has
They
buffs for the
yeah.
party. Buffs.
I mean,
Buffs?
it's tough. Now you mentioned Witcher and you mentioned Scanlan, two good bards.
Correct.
Yeah.
But
Dandelion and
name
Scanlan are
me
excellent.
a third.
A third good bard. Hold on.
Yeah.
It's taking a little long.
It is. 'Cause I got to think. It depends. Well,
Talking, so it's not dead silence. Still going.
it's
Nothing.
still a noble. It's a noble profession.
Yes.
It's a noble
We'll
profession.
see what he does with it.
It's an uphill battle to play a bard. It is.
Especially like it looks like he's supposed to.
You
be,
gotta not be annoying. You
Especially
have to not
Dungeons
be
and
annoying.
Dragons, where you're supposed to legitimately have powers. So is he gonna be singing?
You buff
as
people.
he's playing around. Does he got a loot somewhere? I didn't see a
Super
loot
voice.
in any of those trailers.
It just reminds me of Valhalla from like the old cartoon movie.
Yeah.
Or cartoon show. No. Sorry. No. Sorry. Never mind.
No, it's all right. It's all right.
It's all good.
I guess
No.
something-
I'm gonna have to look that up. I've actually not seen that one.
Listen, bards are a noble profession. They're there to
Listen,
entertain.
when I play
they're there to tell
Skyrim-
stories.
Have you ever played?
There's a
Skyrim?
bard in every tavern.
Right, and I want to kill them.
Wow.
I saved the bard mission for last, and I only did it once for completionist purposes. Every other time that I went back,
Have you ever been to Bard's College?
I went to Bard's College, and I fucking can't stand them.
Why? It's a whole college. No, your speechcraft is important, Nelson. It's important.
Not when you're battle axe.
Not when you're a good enough assassin and
That's
thief.
right, that's
Speech
right.
doesn't matter.
That's right.
I have Scandinavian in me, and I will tell you that violence is not always the answer. Sometimes you gotta
You'd
talk
be
your
listening
way.
to the motherfuckers just like humming in the Himalayan mountains, like, yeah, all right, I'm with you, man.
Yeah, you gotta. Anyway,
You
bards
feel
are.
it deep. You feel it deep.
The bard, okay, maybe the bard isn't as important as like the blacksmith or something like that who's in
Or
the
the
game.
villager, or
But
the
they still
farmer.
play a
It tells
part. They tell a
stories.
story. They sing good songs.
All right.
They keep the legends of the heroes alive.
Yes,
This
Skyrim
is-
has some good songs in it.
So they're good to accompany the real heroes.
hero.
Oh, okay. So is that the second bard
The
that
dragon,
you're talking about?
Dragonborn, yeah.
From,
You could count the
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 Witcher?
YouTube, the great lady that makes YouTube videos. Maluka, she's a bard. She sings. She tells stories and shit.
Thank God I didn't have. I'm not the only one that had an awkward moment. Thank God.
This is
Thank God, 'cause
every,
I'm still thinking about that.
this is every.
Don't worry about it.
Okay,
You're good. You're
I'm
good.
good.
You're good.
Dana,
I'm
this
good
is
now.
every episode.
We
for me.
live in
That's
the
fine.
world of awkward. We stay in that
Yeah,
awkward
we actually
world.
we like that. When
Yeah,
and
yeah.
the worst thing is
I
when we
don't.
feel it, when we feel that awkward moment, we try to like get quiet.
Yeah, no, we let it
Don't do
linger
that.
just
Yeah.
a little bit. Yeah.
We'll let you say something and then just stare at you.
Don't. Please
We like
don't.
to draw it out.
No, I mean there was an interview. We won't say his name where. There were more than enough awkward moments going on where I think I had to like tap Ian like, please don't hit that person.
Oh yeah,
Leave that person alone.
that was the closest we ever come to punching a guest. He started
You
to
just,
move.
you just did like a little pinky touch,
Oh,
like
yeah, I
the
was just
interview
like-
of a
I was like-
vampire.
Well, no,
movie.
he started to move into the realm of where I thought he was going to like victim blame, and I was like, oh wait, I'm thinking like in the time we live in, the PC like narrative.
yeah,
I was like, it'd be more like beneficial for our podcast to knock him unconscious,
Yes.
and then edit that out later. So I started to like shift towards him. I was like, I'm just gonna like knock him out, and then like, I was like,
little love.
yeah.
I could feel like the
That's it.
tension in the room growing.
Yeah, but as he continued to talk, I was like, all right, he's staring straight ahead, just fucking
Just do it real quick,
on the
cut it
side,
out.
like
Me and Eddie did our very best to keep changing the conversation.
It never aired.
no, yeah, it never aired. It eventually never aired.
Never
But
aired.
yeah, at first
Oh,
I
it's
was like,
one
all
of
right.
those that's like deep
I
down.
was like, oh, we're gonna
Yeah.
sleep.
Yeah,
him.
even afterwards, he was like, "Hey guys, could we
sounded
not?
like that?
Could we not?
Yeah.
Could we not put that out there?"
And we were like, good, settled, done.
Thank God you agree with us.
Yeah,
It's not
yes.
going anywhere.
Woo.
Yeah, we couldn't.
Yeah, we kept that one in the dungeon.
We couldn't do that to the poor man.
Get it?
in the dungeon. Yeah.
Dungeon, get it?
Yeah, where he wears his masks. So let's see, what other trailers were we looking at? That
Oh,
seemed
I set aside August 6th for the Sandman.
Ooh,
Netflix.
Looks fantastic.
That's gonna be the
yes.
next big show for Netflix.
It looks a little artsy too, which I like.
DC,
I can
which
get with
he
it.
has.
all of Neil
rights to that.
Gaiman's stuff is like that,
Yeah.
so I'm not that surprised.
He's
But
like an Alan Moore, or
It
yeah.
really looked very Tim Burton esque
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
in some of the scenes, which is nice because that's kind of his art style.
Yeah, that's gonna be good. That's gonna be good.
Yeah,
That's
dark.
Very dark.
Yeah, which I like.
And it's actually in the DC universe, which is good because that's something good going for them. They need all the help they can
Yeah,
get.
you know what's funny is that we've talked about it in the past. Like DC does great in animated movies and
They do.
TV shows.
They do. They
and
do.
they just fucking suck ass when it comes to movies.
Like, what's going on with Ezra right now? Do we know? Do you know what's happening?
I
with
think
him?
he's been captured at least by this
He's
point,
captured?
right? They
Has he though?
they found him, I
Really?
guess. I'm not.
Can you
sure.
capture him? Is he of this realm?
Is they of this realm?
You're right. I'm sorry.
Fuck that.
I'm
Fuck
sorry.
him.
No. I
Fuck that
apologize.
guy.
I apologize. How dare you assume?
Fuck that guy. You know what,
How
Ezra
dare you
Miller?
assume what he is?
I'm gonna issue you a warning. If I see you in the street, I'm gonna slap you in
What
the
they
mouth.
is?
Oh,
What
shit.
they is?
What day is?
So did you just put Ezra on the list with
I
Bill
put him.
Maher? With Bill Maher?
Bill, we got Bill Maher.
He's getting
Steven
slid. He's
yeah,
getting
Seagal.
slid,
he
Bill.
needs to. He
Steven-
told me the story.
I told her the
No.
story.
No.
Now you're getting
Fuck that guy.
Yeah, you take
Glad
shots
you're
at
with
Stan
us.
Lee. You take
Yeah.
shots at Stan Lee
No, I'll
the
kick him in
week
the
he
balls.
dies. You're
No.
done, Bill. You're
Yeah.
done.
Right. Now we got Ezra
We're
Miller
coming
and
for you.
Steven
Yeah.
Seagal. So that's 3 on our list.
I'm gonna put something in my hand. I'm gonna put a rock in my hand,
Steven
Bill.
Seagal. We hate Steven Seagal.
Why?
He,
Oh, fuck Steven
Oh.
Seagal.
Why?
Steven Seagal can't
he is the
fight.
king of the bitches.
He is the king of the bitches. He
Listen,
plays
he wa-
guitar. He
he walks
somewhere
around-
has a southern accent. He's a cop in New Orleans. He's a fucking Aikido master. Never been in a real fight. Fuck you, Steve.
And he's
Your movie
known,
sucks. You're
I
fat.
want to see the accounting for where that money's coming for those movies, Steve.
Yeah.
Where are you getting the money?
Russia.
From Putin.
Russia.
Coming from Putin.
Steve.
We know it's coming from Putin. And that's why he hasn't put out a movie in a while, because Putin's fighting a war.
I do have an open challenge to Steven Seagal. I do. I want to fight Steven Seagal.
Yeah.
Really bad.
Like
And
that Logan kid that wants to that want to become the wrestler.
Sorta.
yes.
But I legitimately want to fight Steven Seagal. It's in me.
Yes.
It's
We'll set it up
who I am.
anytime, anywhere, any place.
Yeah. I'll
And I-
fight. Yeah.
You got Steven.
I'll fight you in a
Ezra.
pool of Jello,
Yeah,
Steve.
yeah.
The Infinity Gauntlet has been dropped.
That's right.
I will fight you in a Greek shower full of baby oil.
Yeah. And it's,
And a loincloth.
behind the scenes, Eddie challenged
Ponytail's optional.
Roseanne Barr. I don't know why he wants to fight an old woman, but that's
fight
some
Roseanne?
bullshit.
That is a seriously random pull.
That's what I do.
Why don't I fight
That's what I do.
Roseanne?
Yeah. Why Roseanne, Eddie? God, you're such a hater. And a woman.
I had a roommate that looked like Roseanne.
That's sad.
Yeah, it was. You could fight her, Ed.
Like a Roseanne proxy? Is that
Yeah,
what you're
like a
offering
clone.
up to him? Yeah.
Clone. You could lead up to Roseanne. She's like the
Nah,
final boss.
I'm good.
Just
You
a
sure?
mini boss.
Yeah. This is like a mini boss.
The final
Side quest.
form.
Side quest.
So outside of She-Hulk, is there anything else you're looking forward to seeing?
That's like the main thing that I want to see right now.
Yeah.
I mean, it really does look good, and I've never been the biggest Hulk fan
Nice.
personally.
And I believe you mentioned Daredevil as well,
Yeah.
right? You're really into the Daredevil, and I know that there have been rumors that that's going to be the first of the new series from Netflix to be rehashed and brought back in. And not only is Daredevil coming back, Kingpin is coming back
Are they-
as well.
Are they bringing the redhead in?
I hope
Deborah,
so.
Deborah Ann Wool? Are they
Yeah,
bringing-
Deborah Ann
okay.
Wool
The
needs
girl
to come
from
back.
True Blood, you mean?
Yes.
I can't see
Because
them.
that's exactly where she's from, and she'll always be the girl from True Blood.
She's so hot.
That's stupid.
I can't see
Yeah.
them not pulling in the characters
So hot.
from the Daredevil from Netflix.
Yeah, I mean, they could leave Fez or whatever his
Yeah.
name was. What was
Fez.
Fez, the blonde guy, his partner.
Foggy? He did a good job.
Fez.
That is
Wrong show.
fucking that 70s show.
That 90s show now, mister. And he is coming
Yeah,
back.
because
Yeah.
the 80s version they didn't die hard. They're gonna try with the 90s as well.
A lot
Why
of
not?
their cast
They
members
did an
went to
80s version?
jail.
Oh yeah, they did an 80s show. And
I
last
thought they stopped it like after like the New Year's thing.
I don't think it made it through the full season.
I'm
before
unaware
they
of
pulled
either
it
of
off
these
air.
shows.
You have
never
not
seen
seen the
that
70s
70s
show?
show?
I've seen that 70s show. I haven't
so
seen that
good.
80s
Okay, I know
show or
that's
that
like,
90s
me
show.
and him were about to.
Yeah,
The
yeah,
dude
yeah.
from
You're gonna be
Jesus,
on our
guys.
list.
the dude
Jesus.
from It's Always Sunny, one of the main guys, was on the 80s show.
What happened?
Who?
It died. It died fast.
Yeah.
Faster than Cowboy
I-
Bebop?
Not quite as fast. Not quite as fast.
Not that fast.
Because it was on television.
This was network television,
Yeah.
so they had a couple of shows they had to put out before
Yeah,
they
they
pulled
let
it.
it
But
die.
I don't think it even made it through its full first season. If it made the first
Yeah,
season,
Really didn't
Yeah,
even
'cause,
ever believe that.
yeah, oh yeah.
Because Cowboy Bebop went down like a newborn horse with 200 milligrams of fentanyl. That was quick.
I even went back.
That was
I
quick.
still refuse. I will never ever see it.
I-
will never
I went
see a
in
Nef-
so
I will never
bad.
see a Netflix
I went
anime
in.
live action.
I went in and I actually
Like
tried to
Death
give it.
Note?
I gave it.
I've never seen it. Nope.
No,
Nope.
I haven't seen Death Note,
You
but
have
I
to
gave
show?
I gave Cowboy Bebop
Protest.
an episode and a half. I gave it an episode and a half, and just watching.
Hmm.
I love who's the guy that played Spike. He was in Harold and Kumar.
From Buffy?
Not the vampire.
Oh,
That was the
no,
only
no,
Spike
no.
for me.
Harold and Kumar.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm not gonna say his name because I'll get the wrong name and then I'll have the Korean community angry at me. So anyway, I'm not gonna say his name, but the guy that played in Harold and Kumar that played Spike, he did a good job. He tried. It's just the fight scenes looked really, really bad, and apparently he suffered like a torn ACL leading up to it. Fair, but then don't shoot it. Wait, or have someone else do the action shots.
Stunt man.
Yes.
CGI.
There's a profession for that.
Don't half-ass
Stunt
it.
man.
Yes.
His name was John Cho.
John
Yeah,
Cho.
there we go.
Okay. Don't shoot the scenes then yourself. Have somebody do it over. I mean, we live in a time with excellent CGI. You can have body doubles. I mean,
Just look how good at DC did taking off that mustache.
yeah.
You can
Oh,
easily
wow.
put
yeah.
your face
Dare you.
on there.
Yeah, the Henry Cavill mustache edit. Yeah, yeah.
What happened?
Oh,
Oh, you don't
man.
remember the
first-
Henry
mustache?
Cavill is a national treasure.
But
You
they-
show some fucking respect.
Yeah, a national treasure
Francis
from England.
guilty.
She's like, she wants to know. Tell her. Tell her.
In the first cut of Justice League,
Where they took the mustache off Superman.
yeah, he was filming. He was filming Mission Impossible
Correct.
at the time.
And they wouldn't let him off
Yes,
to cut the
so-
mustache to do reshoots for his, for his scenes.
So they tried to CGI it, and
It's painful.
They used a second-rate guy that day.
Yeah.
It was ugly as shit. Like, I mean, you could tell there was definitely something wrong with his
People
lip.
online
Was he
on
burned?
on
Now I
YouTube.
kind of want to see it.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
People
you
on
don't. You
YouTube
can't
did a
unsee it.
better job cleaning it up than they did.
Now in the
I
Snyder
really wanna
cut,
see it.
in the Snyder cut, the 4-hour Snyder cut, it's gone.
Yeah.
The whole edit it's so much better. But that
That's
first
what
cut,
happens when you cut corners. You got to bring in second director, third director
Actually,
to save the movie.
on the Disney shows, the guy that redid Luke Skywalker off the first
Mandalorian.
Mandalorian, they hired him, I believe, to
That was
come
hor-
and do
That was horrifying.
editing for them after, because he
It's
did it so
fantastic.
well. They were like, "You,
Come
You're-
on, over.
you're
it's,
on.
It's horrifying to see how far we've come with CGI. That like you're looking at young Mark Hamill.
you put a
right?
whole face on
And you're
somebody
like,
else."
Oh my god! Like, at what point in time do we not?
Yeah,
need
what
actors
is that?
anymore?
What is that
Yeah.
interview? Congratulations, you're playing Luke Skywalker. Except we're removing your
We're
face.
taking your
Yeah.
whole face off.
I'll take it, bro.
See that
Sign
body?
me up.
That's my body.
Yeah,
Not my face, but my body.
Yeah,
Sign me up.
you wouldn't have to. You worry about anything. Tiny bulge in your pants? That's not my bulge. That's Mark Hamill.
That's CGI, bro. That's
yeah.
CGI. That's
That's
tiny
CGI.
bulge. Yeah.
They had to shorten my dick. It was scaring the Ewoks. You know, we had to take some inches
I
off.
hired
you know?
that ex-Disney guy. He's really good at dicks.
He's really good. Yeah, the guy from Little Mermaid.
You know what you guys said?
guy.
Always comes back to
You know
dick.
who you are.
Always comes back.
It's
Full circle.
He's a dick expert. A master's degree in dick.
A dickologist.
Yeah. A dicktometrist.
Oh my god. All right.
funny.
Fuck this shit. Another show that I'm waiting to come back is Invincible 2. They said they're bringing back the second season for that. Invincible, fucking
Great show.
I still have to watch that.
Yeah.
I still haven't
It's
watched
definitely
it.
worth the
Yeah. I
watch.
still
It's
gotta
a big
finish it.
graphic,
Yeah.
but it's amazing.
If you can
I
handle
heard
the boys.
I heard no. I forget. That's the only reason why I have Amazon Prime.
If you
is
can
for the
handle,
boys.
if you can handle the boys, you can
100.
handle
yeah,
Invincible.
then you'll love. Then
You
you'll
can
love.
handle
Yeah, I mean,
Invincible.
it's-
Yeah.
Invincible's
not that
just
bad.
maybe more violent. Invincible's maybe more violent.
Right,
than
because
boys.
it's
Animated.
animation, so you can get away with doing some.
you
of
can
those
kill a whole
things.
train full of people.
But
and no one
that
cares.
can't be said anymore after this last season of The Boys, because this last season of The Boys, they fucking hit every
Love
marker.
it.
Everything that I didn't think you could start with, I'm like, they started with a
Guy crawling into a
guy
guy's
going
dick.
into another. I'm like, there are no more lines.
I was
There are
intrigued.
no more
I was
lines.
intrigued. I'm not gonna lie.
So many people hated that scene. I thought it was funny. I really thought it was funny.
I almost finished.
There are people that just
Bet he
aren't
did.
understanding the artistry behind climbing into another man's.
It's an
Pee-hole.
art. It's an art.
Just stroking the.
It's called urethra, Nelson.
Pee hole, buddy.
Pee-hole. You see the doctor walking into the room. Well, sir, you smashed your pee hole.
Oh shit.
How did you guys think Jensen did in The Boys?
I liked his role, but I loved him in Supernatural. I loved the whole Supernatural show. I've seen every single episode, so I was happy to see him cast for The Boys. and I
I'm
enjoyed
a
it.
huge Supernatural fan. Huge. I sleep on Jensen's face. I have no shame. I don't care.
Come
I don't
again?
care. I have a
Come-
pillow,
come
I have
again?
I have a pillow.
That is a first for the Sofa
I don't
Kingdom
care.
podcast. Somebody said they sleep on Jensen's face.
Face.
I do. I have a pillowcase with his face. I don't care. No shame. I bring with me everywhere. Him and Deadpool pillowcases. But I thought he was great.
No,
Like
who
his,
I
his
thought he
character
did.
was
Who do you
just
who,
like
who do you sleep
his
better on? You sleep better on him or Deadpool?
Him, duh. More soundly.
I might go with Ryan Reynolds. I'm gonna have to pick Deadpool for that one.
Ryan
so.
Reynolds. All right.
I'm just saying, if I'm sleeping on someone's face, it's gonna be Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah, but it's like the cheek. I like the cheekbones.
Unless Chris Hemsworth is busy.
Let's go. This took a turn. So anyway,
I'm just saying.
Supernatural, I think one of the best shows that CW
ending
produced.
Sucked.
Yes.
I wanted a way better death.
Yeah, but overall, the show
Yeah, I didn't say who
delivered
died.
season after season. Yeah.
But it's also like what 12 seasons deep. How do you? It's hard to end a show running that long properly.
You can end it with a better death.
Good Lord.
With everything that this person.
You kill
did.
him right.
Pull a Sopranos, just
Yes.
fade to black. What just happened?
I wanted something better. I was
Yeah,
very
the-
disappointed in that ending.
Peaky Blinders had a shitty ending.
Yeah, same could be said about Game of Thrones.
Shitty ending. Well.
No, come on.
Well, I'm
No.
saying.
Come on, that was
Nelson-
a shit
Nelson-
fucking ending
Nelson
for a
just
fantastic
is
show.
mad that
Yeah,
someone
it
in a
was
wheelchair
bad.
got the arm.
Very bad.
I
Very,
wanted
very,
either
very
Cersei to win,
Yeah.
Daenerys to win, Jon Snow, anybody
It's like,
but
John
that
can't
motherfucker.
You
win.
get it.
John can't win. John's a murderer.
Even
John
the
murders
midget,
him.
give it to him.
The midget.
Yeah.
Tyrion. Do
Tyrion.
Tyrion like that.
Tyrion.
You can't give it to Tyrion. Too many people
He's
hate
one
Tyrion.
of the best actors.
Too many
man,
people
on
hate
that
Oh,
Tyrion.
show.
by
Come
far.
on.
By far.
Yeah,
Yeah,
even
give it-
Littlefinger. Come on.
No,
He
Peter
had a bigger.
Baelish.
Yeah, he had a better role than
No, we can't give it to Peter. Can't give it to Peter Baelish.
There was a meme that I saw that like the guy that played Peter Baelish was such a weasel on the show that if you met him in real life, you probably wouldn't trust that motherfucker.
No.
Right? Like
The kid
No.
that played Joffrey.
he retired.
He retired from acting.
Yes.
Oh yeah, I bet he fucking did.
Yeah,
No, he
because
retired
people
from
were
acting
so
because
mad
he
at
can't
him.
go anywhere.
Yeah.
Everywhere
Oh,
he
yeah.
went, he said people would throw shit at him. They
People
drive by.
hate him.
Fuck you.
And I'm not sorry for that. Fuck you. I hold true
He's
to
like
that.
he's like I'm an actor.
Like,
I'm
congratulations, you did your role very well.
Oh no, I'm good, thank you.
Eddie,
That was a really tart
Reach.
blueberry.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm not
you're gonna have
surprised.
to reach for it, bro.
Yeah.
Come on. That's a fruit.
What if he moves it with his mind?
Then he deserves to have it.
He does.
Oh
He
man.
deserves to have it all.
So yeah, I mean, Invincible 2, the Boys. Those are two of those shows.
I want to
that
see
really
the Wheel
blew
of
my
Time.
mind
I want to see the Wheel of Time.
on Amazon. Wheel of Time. That's another one that's
Yeah.
coming back.
Game
Did
of
they say
Thrones.
when?
Game of Thrones.
of
Wheel of Time
Dragon.
comes out. I think close to October. I think it is.
Very nice. Very nice.
But Game of Thrones, House of Dragons comes out in August, and then early September, Amazon's Rings of Power comes out. Lord of the
Nice.
Rings.
Is the House of Dragons based on anything, or is it just they're pulling out of the world?
I think they're pulling out of a historical period in George R. R.
It's
Martin's
before.
mythology. Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
it's like 300.
It's before them.
Yeah, it's like 300,
Right.
300 or 400 years before
Yeah.
what we saw in Game of Thrones.
Well, that's what I mean. Does he have at least a couple chapters about it that they're working off
fuck
of?
no. They're
Or
going
they
off the
just
time period.
they're
going
just
off-
pulling it all out of their
Yeah,
ass.
So
It's
it's
own time
the
period.
creative minds behind HBO and the creative minds behind
Because
Amazon.
remember what the creative minds behind HBO did? They ended
Euphoria.
Game of Thrones
Euphoria.
the way they did.
Euphoria.
A Euphoria
saying.
version of Game of
Well,
Thrones.
where's Euphoria
mean-
from? Is that based off books as well? Because were we still working? 'Cause
Lovecraft. H.P. Lovecraft.
as soon as
Yeah.
we get
What?
out of canon on books, they seem to do shitty.
That was-
So where are we with actual writing that they're working
I
on?
don't know, but I'm excited to see. I know Amazon has more money, but I'm excited to see the duel between Game of Thrones and Lord of the Rings to see what's the best fantasy show now. Because those
It
two
re-
are going to go head to
It's
head.
really going to come down to content, I think. It's really going to come down to
Well, Amazon's got.
what they put out as far as like the acting, the storyline, if people are connecting with it. Because people have been more critical now of the things that they watch more than ever because there's so much to watch. So when there's so much to watch,
That I agree.
people decide that they're going to love something or hate it right away.
baby shit.
Yeah, pretty much.
Flaccid
Pretty
penises.
much.
Yeah.
Limp, soft.
But that's the truth too. Like
Everybody gets a trophy and a
Yeah.
ribbon, participation
Yeah.
ribbon.
big old soggy.
Back in my day.
So another thing that we're definitely looking forward to. Comic-Con just came out, and they started letting us know
SDCC.
what
We're a
is
couple days. We're about a week
coming
out from that.
Yeah.
out.
Yeah.
So Ed,
Like-
tell us about some of the things that were released.
Oh, here we go.
We had some stuff from.
He's got a notebook.
Shazam. We had some stuff from Lord. We talked about most of this already. Lord of the Rings, Dungeons and Dragons, the Groot stuff, Samaritan. Surprisingly, I wasn't too bad about
Marvel,
the trailer.
I actually
Mar-
wasn't
the
interested
Secret
in that.
Wars,
Wakanda, Secret
Wakanda
Wars,
Forever.
yeah.
Yeah, good job, Ian.
That was
Yeah.
a juicy pineapple.
Dynasty of Kang
Calm down,
is
girl.
coming.
Oh, shit.
Yes.
It looks like they're attempting to put Fantastic Four in the center of
No.
everything that they're doing. Oh yeah! So not only they're part of the universe, they are going to be the
She said,
focal
"No.
point, the
No.
focal
Wait,
point
wait a
of the
second.
universe coming
What do
going
you have
forward.
against the Fantastic Four?
They should have stopped at the first two movies. The first two movies were the better ones. They just kept on like, come on,
Yeah, that
let's
third
let's see
one.
let's see if we can go again.
Yeah, that
and
third one
again.
was so bad.
No, they're
Yeah.
they're all bad. The
they-
first two were the best.
My question
They did
is this.
very well.
The only thing you could hope is that now that
question
it's
is this.
fully under Marvel's control, they do it properly because it's no longer just like Fox keeps trying to do all this other stuff on the side, and they kept doing all the things and they kept fucking it all up.
Right.
now being fully under Marvel's control, hopefully they get it done properly.
Yeah, but this would be like the fourth Fantastic Four
yeah.
movie
That's
that
a
they're
lot.
trying to do.
You know what they say? The fourth one's the best. They always say.
Yeah, I mean, if at first you don't succeed, try.
Try
again.
Maybe
Force
one
it down their
more.
throat. Yeah.
I like that.
No, but I mean, if they keep John Krasinski as Mr. Fantastic, there are hopes that I would enjoy it. That they could do a good casting moving forward.
It's
But
really
in it,
if they're
though.
keeping
Yeah,
him.
it's-
Like, that's what I
a big
read.
if,
It's
yeah.
really up in the air. Some people speculate he did it just to appease the fans,
Right.
and then be able
don't
to
care.
bow out of the role. Like, look, I was there. Goodbye.
Right.
Thank you very much. But honestly, who's making money outside of Marvel's movies? Oh, I'm gonna point that out on the
Not
video.
Morbius,
I'm gonna
right
put.
out, right out.
Yeah.
I'm gonna put an arrow, and we're gonna watch.
This, for those of you not watching, this pineapple's extremely juicy.
Yeah.
My question
And
is
he's
this.
not
though.
talking about me. I'm not the pineapple.
No, he's not, for once, he's not the pineapple. My question is this, Ed. Here's my question. Mr. Fantastic, Reed Richards, he can control the length of things, right?
Yeah.
Does he
I
also?
see where this is
Does he
going.
also?
Oh, yeah. Of course.
Does he also
Of course.
control the girth? Just a question.
Does it matter at that point?
Dana, does it matter?
Jesus Christ. Have you no couth, man?
I figured I'd ask an expert.
I'm not a penis expert.
I know, yeah.
Real subtle, Ian. Real
Yeah,
subtle.
God damn it.
If anything, you guys are the penis experts
Yes,
because you have
that's
them.
right. That's right.
No, we are not.
He
We
spends
think we are.
countless hours with his.
His
So
speaks,
anyway, I'm
his speaks
trying to save the Fantastic Four talk here.
No,
kinda wanna go for-
it's dead, just like the franchise.
Shit. Oh shit. Oh my god.
So moving on to
I hate
Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, that
I kind of want to go for another pineapple, but I don't know if I can handle it right now.
Have it, bro.
I can't. My shirt can't take it.
The
saturated.
trailer looked pretty
See, on
good,
this side.
but they're definitely not showing a lot, and I think purposely. I
Yeah.
think they're gonna let the movie hit.
They showed the Aztec Atlanteans.
They did, which is gonna be dope. They're gonna break into that war between Namor and the Atlanteans.
Yeah, which is, I believe, the way he's traditionally introduced.
yes,
I think so. When he was first appeared, I believe he wasn't a good guy. He was kind of a anti-hero.
villain.
Right, but
But
no,
was he
not
also-
necessarily a bad guy. He's just
Yeah.
protecting his people.
Exactly.
Was he also
Anti-hero.
Spanish?
I don't recall if he was Spanish, but he always had quite a tan.
No,
Yeah.
yes.
I wonder why, being in the sea. all
Surprising
day.
amount of sunlight at the bottom of the
Yeah,
sea.
right.
Surprising amount of sunlight.
It's ambient lighting, okay? And he always looks.
Prince Namor couldn't salsa.
He looks always Mexicano to me. Like,
Oh, God.
He's got that Mexican vibe to him, you know. That
Hey, I'm for it. Hey, it's better than a bunch of white guys attacking Wakanda. I mean, fuck, we can't do that. Like,
You can't do
shit.
that nowadays.
Oh
No,
shit!
shit.
You know what? Good point.
Yeah,
Ian.
let my
Yes.
people off for once.
So let the Latinos do it. Wow.
Yes.
Good job, Marvel.
Well, when you want a job done,
They're gonna be like, yo, in the corner, like, who's that? It's me, Benny. Benny from the Bronx.
Benny Blanco.
Benny Blanco. You show me my respect. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'm with it.
There was a quick little scene with somebody cutting iron, which I know they got the Ironheart series that's supposed to be coming out soon. So I don't know if they're going to
Correct.
introduce her
Lady
through
Iron Man.
Wakanda. But that would be because they usually introduce people through other means. They don't generally just give them
They don't show up
outright
in their own
something.
universe.
Yeah, not too often. Usually they pop in for a cameo somewhere else first.
Yeah, but
I
this
think the new Black Panther should have been Dave Chappelle.
all by myself.
I'm saying.
Don't wanna be.
I'm saying. That's something I get behind.
The perfect Black Panther that I would have thought would have been a good replacement is already playing Blade.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes. So the new Blade, I thought he could have been a great actor to reprise the role. Otherwise, they could go with a little bit of an older Black Panther, like a Denzel Washington, but he might be too old himself.
Yeah.
But
his hip ain't gonna hold up.
It's like that one actor that
Yeah,
can't
the new-
chicken actor.
the new
You guys are talking
Liam Neeson don't run.
Yeah, you need somebody that's gonna deliver the goods of, like, he has that regal royal
Mel
but
Gibson.
no bull.
Now you gotta expect.
Mel Gibson. You mean Christ our Lord and Savior? fuck out of here.
Come on, he'd be excellent. He's Oscar winner.
Anyone they're
Bullshit.
bringing in now, they're looking at, they need them for 10, 15 years. So they're trying to go young from the beginning.
I would have went Mobatu. What's his name?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Let him take over, man. His shit would have been dope. I would have liked his reign. It would have been a little more barbaric, but
You scared me. You're casting spells over there. You gotta let me know when you're gonna speak African. Come on, man. I would have went Mbatu. I was like, what the fuck?
That's right.
Shit.
Probably got to deliver the goods.
You
bro.
did. You enunciated well. I was like, oh my god. I was ready to defend myself. I was like, oh my god.
I'm curious to see what they do with it, and I hope it's good. You know, because the first Black Panther movie was really good.
I enjoyed it a lot more than I thought I would. Like to be honest, and I liked all the not to sound stupid, I liked all the colors and everything, and like the car chasing scene when when they're downtown.
Yeah,
I thought that was
dope.
the coolest thing ever, and the music just went so good.
Yeah.
Michael B. Jordan as Killmonger was one of the
He
better
is
villains
good.
in the
He
Marvel
is
universe.
great.
Yeah.
Him just, I mean,
He would have been another
He's a
great.
bad-
Yeah,
Black
he would've.
Panther if he wasn't the main villain.
If
in
he wasn't
the first
If he
Killmonger.
wasn't
Yeah.
already dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, they fucked up there.
No, I mean it delivered. Chadwick Boseman was the right casting for the role.
Yeah.
And nobody knew he was sick. The man,
No,
the
he
man
played the
held it
whole
together.
role, and no one had a clue.
Yeah.
No one had a clue.
He was in another good movie that I really liked.
But when you see his older roles, you see how much weight he lost.
Yes.
When you see him in Black Panther, you're like, wow, he lost a shit ton of
Which
weight.
one was? I don't remember the number. Was it 42 or
Yes,
the baseball
he
player?
played Jackie Robinson.
Jackie Robinson. That was
44,
fucking,
right?
I'm not sure. I'm not a big fan of baseball, but that movie was fucking great.
No idea. Don't watch
I
it
don't know.
either.
I'm not a baseball guy.
Yeah.
Basketball.
We're very sorry here at the Sofa Kingdom podcast. Jackie Robinson. He was a great.
We're not good with math, all right? Fuck math. That's why I'm always getting underpaid.
Yeah, even socially important math. We still suck at it.
Socially important math.
Gonna go for it?
I've switched to eating pineapple in one bite, so I don't schmatter myself.
All right, so listen, we'll wrap it up with this.
Oh no!
If there is one thing that you're looking forward to, movie, trailer, video game, out of the things we've discussed or not have discussed, what would it be? To me, I will definitely start with, it was a surprise trailer to me because we've talked about a lot of the other things, was Dungeons and Dragons.
Okay.
Actually, that new trailer that came out, I was like, it looks fun. It looks on point. It looks action-packed. I like the casting, so I'm with it. Dungeons and Dragons for me is what I'm excited to see.
What I'm excited for, I'm gonna go with the Sandman, just because it's coming out soon. It's coming out August 6th, so we have like a week, a week to prepare for it, and I want it to do well because, as much as I'm a Marvel guy, I do want DC still to succeed because it's more content for the people, and they need to do well. They really need to do well.
What about you?
I like the new Shazam trailer that we watched, but another thing that I'm looking forward to that we didn't really talk about that there's no trailer for yet is the Deadpool 3 eventually coming out. Like,
Yes.
that's what I want to know.
With Hugh
Who's
Jackman.
in it?
Hugh Jackman.
Yes.
I want Hugh Jackman to be
wanna
in there
see
so
that.
bad.
I want to. I mean, I can never see him anything else than like a dancing show person from Greatest Showman. 'Cause that's one of my favorite shows, and he'll never be Wolverine to me ever again.
Have you ever seen Les Miserables?
No, we have
I
to.
know.
good.
I know. I need to. I
Nelson
need
loves
to.
musicals. Nelson loves musicals. Nelson
Oh
loves musicals.
yeah.
Hey, talk to each other. Hey,
Oh, let's go.
No, they're actually lying to you. They're doing you a disservice.
No, I love musicals.
I hate musicals. hate like school musicals, cartoon musicals.
No.
Did you
I
hear
love
the new,
it.
did
I
you hear
love
the new
Disney.
Joker? The new Joker is going to be a musical.
Yes, and it's going to be featuring Katy Perry as Harley Quinn.
Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
Is there a
Wow.
difference? Is there a difference?
No.
Wow.
Is there a difference? They're the same person. They're the same person, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So, my bad. Celine Dion is
She's
going to be
having a
playing
seizure.
Harley Quinn alongside Joaquin Phoenix.
Celine Dion's, I don't know if she can pull it off.
They get no love.
I think Celine Dion has about as much chance as Helen Mirren in the new Shazam.
Yeah.
Pulling off action
The last
stunts.
time I seen Celine Dion, she would play a good death. Because she
Wow.
has lost a lot of
Wow. Celine Dion as Lady Death. Okay.
I think
Bro, she has skin and bones. I know
think-
she's sick. I know.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I think she had cancer.
Oh my God. Okay, so
Definitely going to hell there, guys.
Ed, what are you excited for? Ed?
The latest cancer. No.
Val Kilmer reprising his role.
Can we leave it alone? Can we leave Val Kilmer alone for one fucking episode? episode. Please.
Bring him back. Tombstone 3. Val
Come
Kilmer.
on.
Beyond the grave.
Oh my god.
Okay. Ed, please. Ed,
Keeper.
what are you saying for?
I think the I think actually the Groot series. I've been trying to get my daughter to watch more of the
looks
Marvel
cute.
stuff. She'll watch some of it, but like
That's
they-
definitely one
like,
for kids.
Like the Miss
Yeah.
Marvel, which was supposed to be towards a younger. She watched the first episode. She was like, "Man," she didn't care.
like
She didn't
it.
care about watching the rest of this. So it's something a little more like she likes all the characters in all the movies, and she knows of all the characters, but her interest to go back and watch to catch up is just like it's not there. So
It's so
something to
much.
kind of bring her in a little more, to give her a little more
Just one step
incentive.
closer into the nerdism.
Exactly.
Have you thought about X-Men 97? I mean, bring her into that. That's where we started, bro. Like, or even the original Batman, the cartoon, right? Come on.
Speaking of X-Men 97, actually something I had missed in Miss Marvel when he says to her that she has a mutation, they actually
They
play the song in the background. So it looks like they're gonna. So it does look like they're gonna go with the original concept of her being a mutant versus
Correct.
an Inhuman. But the whole Fox thing, the Fox had the mutants, so they couldn't do. They didn't want to introduce more characters for
Licensing.
their licensing universe.
Yeah, but Disney owns everything though.
Well, they own it now. When they first introduced the character,
Fox had a chunk.
they made her
Okay.
Inhuman because Fox had all the movies
Okay.
that they kept shitting on with the Fantastic Four. So they
Right.
made her Inhuman so she wouldn't be a mutant, to not give them another property because they had the rights to everything.
Loophole.
Correct. Yes.
Exactly.
Hey, here's another thing talking about the X-Men. Now this brings it to my attention. It's just a rumor, but they are actually
Rumors are
considering
good.
Giancarlo Esposito as playing the new Professor Xavier. So they have to retire the best Professor Xavier that will ever fucking exist in my
Yeah.
mind, which is Captain Luke Picard.
Sir Patrick Stewart.
Captain Luke Picard. There's only one name for the man, and it's Picard. Sir Patrick Picard. So, now I like Giancarlo Esposito. I think he's a fantastic actor. He was in The Boys. He plays a very good acting role. Like he's a classy guy, But again, like I can see him in a different role. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on him. I just think that keep our characters the way they should be and bring in new characters, or there's other roles that I'm sure that he would be a great
Mr. Sinister.
villain or hero somewhere else. I was thinking Mr. Sinister, actually,
Yeah, he'd make
I think
good
he would be a
Mr.
fucking fantastic Mr.
That's
Sinister.
what I thought when you were saying it. I actually pictured Mr. Sinister.
No, but they are considering him for that role.
Well, they gotta shave his head and put him in a wheelchair.
And with that said, thank you for joining us at the Sofa Kingdom podcast, where you can find us on all your social media platforms
Sofa Kingdom OFC.
and you can find us on YouTube in 4K.
Sofa Kingdom podcast.
Ian, take it away.
Please like us, share, leave a comment. I don't know, put us on at parties. Put us on in the background. When you're driving.
Yes.
do.
Yeah, introduce us to people.
Yeah, play us for your mom,
Yeah, grandma.
especially this guy.
Yeah.
And where can the people find you at?
Instagram, I guess.
Yeah.
Paintball chick.
Yeah,
PayPal chick. Thank you for coming by, Dana. Thank you. It was a lot of
Thank
fun.
you for having me. It was fun.
Hey, you're welcome anytime. We got muffins.
Yes,
fruit.
absolutely. Yes, we always have the edibles.
Next time, now if I knew there were gonna be treats, I would have baked something because
see?
I make some great like superhero stuff.
Oh,
Like,
okay. So
Next time we have
next
you
time
on.
I'm gonna do it.
All right.
All right,
Next
nice.
week it is.
Next week. Good. We'll bring you back next week. Woo! That's that.
That was fun.
See?
That was so much fun. Thanks, guys.
No problem. See? Just go into it. And that's
I thought that was so funny. You guys are hilarious.
We tried.
Gracias.